I'm playing the new Jedi Survivor, and it is quite fun. If you liked the first one, you liked Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, I think, is equally as good. And then it feels like they also improved on a lot of stuff from the first one. Uh-oh. It's more open world, which is also really cool. We like that little bit. Okay, so let's do... I got these together. So we're just gonna go ahead and tappy tap. So that kind of spreads through. Up here on the front, we just do a little tappy tap. There is no gap there. Make a little gap just for a second, and then we mush the back together. This lower arm part is being a giant pain in my ass. Or this upper arm part, I should say. That's the upper arm, not the lower arm. Squeeze this together for a second. I'll just kind of let it set. So how was your day today, chat? Did you guys have a good day? Was it everything you hoped it could be? Actually didn't work today. Took today off. Actually, I took this entire week off. So I needed some, I haven't taken any PTO since like January. At least for pleasure. Take off PTO. I've taken off PTO for other reasons. But not for reasons I would have liked to take PTO off of. Your day was shit. I'm sorry your day was shit. Doody-doo. Every time I look over at this base set for my Wookiees, I don't know. I love the hell out of this. Like, it looks good with the flowers and like the little mushrooms. Still need to finish the leaves on this one and one of my other bases, so they'll be done. But I don't know. I just like the way it looks. All the little colors. It makes me happy inside. I think I did a pretty good job on flowers and whatnot. I look at that, look at like the flowers and even like the leaves and the mushrooms. I'm like, good job, me. I approve of that. I appreciate it. It looks good. Sorry, little little tangent, just like random shit sitting on my desk. And I actually have a so I've got like a squad of Tyranid warriors that I need to varnish. And I did one of them with a brush. And I might, so when I first started my Tyranids, I was doing everything as cheap as I could because I was a broke bitch. Fingers. Because I was a broke bitch. So I did everything cheaply. Like, cheaply, but like effectively, I guess. So, with this particular guy, I varnished him in a satin, what's actually a floor, polyurethane floor varnish for hardwood floors. I actually did it for a good portion of my, well, you know, a good portion of my army, the stuff that I actually have painted. So let me set this down for just a second. So like, so it's literally like it's this Rust-Oleum polyurethane, you know, finish for hardwood floors, and it actually works really well. And I've had this for years. So, and it's like the difference in the colors between this one that has been varnished, it's all shiny, Tyranid, gross slimy bugs, versus one that's not. Like the difference between the colors is like very noticeable. So because it's like a metallic and then I did a wash over it, it matted down the metallic a lot. But then when I like for example, we just look at their heads. I don't know, just like hey, Remnant, it's a lot of practice. I've been doing painting on and off since I was 18. But yeah, with these guys, with my Tyranids, I essentially paint them in the same scheme in essentially the same way that I did when I first started. Yeah, I saw the new Tyranids and they came out, and I'm like, the winged Tyranid Prime, I'm kind of, I don't like the way his wings look. They look too spindly for a warrior. But yeah, I've been painting, so I actually just turned 36 on yesterday. So I've been painting on and off for basically half my life at this point. I started when I was 18. When I joined the military, I took a 5-year break because, you know, moving around too much, I just don't want to lug a bunch of painting and crap around with me. So that I took a break from then. Then once I got out, I got very heavily into 40K. I started out with Warhammer Fantasy Battles. Got very heavily into 40K when I got out of the military. And my first army that I started with was actually the Tyranids. So I was very happy to get a bunch of Tyranids. They're a giant pain in the ass to build because there's so friggin' many of them. You need so many bugs because they're so cheap, and they're a swarm army, so you need about 8 million of them. That's a rough exaggeration of the number, but pretty close to about 8 million bugs. So I've got like 2 storage boxes just full of Tyranids. And it's not even all of them. Like I stopped playing back in 5th edition, which was like 2012-ish, 2013-ish, somewhere around there is where I stopped playing. And I just never got back into it because everything is so damn expensive, and you need so much. I was not okay with it. I was like, this is dumb. I hate it. So I stopped playing Warhammer. And I've got 3 armies. I collected 3 armies by that point. By the time I stopped. Got 1 second here.